Are You on Point Part 2? Something interesting to notice about this massive plethora of unicorn ensembles, toys, greeting cards, cartoons, every type of propaganda and media that is telling you that you're something special. Now, something you got to notice is that they're telling you about your condition every single time they put a unicorn on something, especially on everything that's new. I'm not talking about 80s trapper keepers. I'm talking about the new stuff. Take a look. What is it that you notice about this unicorn? It's asleep. The unicorns are constantly being regarded as asleep. You watched the beginning of Moonwalkers when I showed you where they showed you where you're at and that there's no astronauts. The unicorn's horn, while the unicorn's sitting in poppy fields, eating poppy fields, and the horn is doing that, and the unicorn is distracted, and they don't know what the hell's going on in here. So unicorns would be crystal beings. You'd be super being. Your pineal gland spirals out. That's why I tell people to do this head spirals. Turn your head around and like that, looking at the sun, and it starts to stimulate your pineal gland. And they're telling you that you're asleep. All right? They're telling you that you're sleepwalking. That's what they're telling you. They say that you are asleep. Now, just this for instance. Now, the being who raised me into this world, you could call him mom, whatever you want to call that, loves this Kobe Bryant idea. Now, Kobe's crash plane wasn't the same color as the plane that was in the news description. It was a black helicopter. The one that was in the crash site was a blue and white helicopter. So what I'm saying is the stuff that they tell us about these people aren't accurate. I can't say that Kobe's conspiring or something. What I'm saying is that it's very possible that Kobe and his daughter could have been sacrificed or something like that. It could have been possible that they could have died somewhere else. It could have been possible that this whole situation was not the way we thought. But leave it up to the news to create a narrative and to give us a thought and an idea as to how we should opinionate about these matters. And that's what I'm saying, is that people don't even think for themselves. Like, I mean, this craze right here, this is gonna fade away. Like, nobody cares about this guy. Like, nobody cares about him. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we're all like we're on a program, and everyone gets excited about the gag reel. Once it says applause, people applaud. When people get concerned, the button is saying be concerned. So if they think that you're asleep, if the media suggests that you're asleep, if they create scenarios because they suggest that they think that you're stupid and they believe that you're a fool, then what does that say about your ability to discern whether you have something that is worth value in your head or not? You can't even discern whether you might be a victim of mind control or not. Means that you're totally a victim of mind control. Means that you're completely dumbed down. It means that you have not seen the other side of the grass to know if it's green or if it's brown or if it's silver. Like, you don't even have a clue. And what I'm telling you is that you've got music videos that are telling you to wear a mask. These music videos are telling you to do something with yourself, to be prepared about something. But most of you people don't even care about that. You can't even discern whether it's some real danger in present or not. And you know that you're dealing with the occult, but you feel like there should be like a big sign. Danger. Clear and present danger. Don't watch this. Don't watch TV. Danger. Mind control. Like you're watching a TV program. Here, enjoy your TV programming. Thank you. It's like, what? Like, it's messed up in here, all right? And the way they're doing it is in the most coolest, chummiest, hey, would you like to have your brains eaten today? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you guys got to understand, man, is they got people in here sleepwalking. And as long as they're cool and they don't give you any reason to be discerned or concerned about anything because it seems so plausibly just normal, that's how bad it is. That's how seriously fucked up it is. Is that if you could see it in its truest form, you would run into the woods screaming your head off. But how could you do this? How could you possibly know that at some point you might have to get on a boat? How could I even say, you know what? I don't have the credit from this house that I was working on. I was trying to work on it, but it didn't work out. Why? Because the system would have allowed me to do this. But the guy that I was working with, trying to do this with, would have ended up in trouble. Because, why? Because there's a lot of plausibility that he can't create an alibi for that will get him in trouble. But I'd be free. I mean, you imagine me taking a bunch of people on a boat, not even worried about nothing. 3 or 4 years later, if there is such, this guy gets hemmed up because he helped me help somebody. Like, nah, it's not a good thing. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, even though I have a very urgent sense of like wanting to escape, I know that these things are going to happen in time. And I'm going to get what I need to get as many people out here as possible. But what I definitely need is you guys to step up. And, you know, I mean, what is it that you feel like you need to do to prepare for this? I know there's a lot of people that's waiting on me to get a ship. But what is it that you feel like you need to do to be ready for a new world order yourself? Because, you know, I'm not really responsible for you. I mean, I feel like I want to be there to help you as much as I can. But I'm not responsible for all you guys. I'm not responsible for any of this shit happening. And I could just stop making YouTube videos today and just say, fuck it. I told them everything they need to know. Bye-bye, everybody. Peace. I mean, I'm only going to keep making videos until it's time for me to get a green light. And I'll know that I've done everything that I could do and that it's time for me to go. Simple as that. I really believe that there's some people out there that feel strong-willed about it, that want to help, but we're going to have to put our heads together. And I tried the GoFundMe thing. A shill gave an exponential amount, and then they refunded it. So then GoFundMe refunded everyone's GoFundMe based off the fact that I was doing an exodus. Like, I don't think that that's going to be a good look. But what we could do is everybody could put their heads together. Everybody can put together and say, look, this is what I've got to offer. And literally make an offer. Like, say, hey, I got 5,000 credit. I got 1,000 credit. I got 2,000 credit. And make a fucking offer. And let's put our heads together and let's get a fucking boat and let's get the hell out of here. See what I mean? Like, but I can't count on you guys to do that because y'all are just going to sit around and wait for somebody to come and save you or somebody to come and be like, look, man, I need that easy button. You got that easy button? Can we make this go away? Can you push a button real quick and make this go? Make this. Like, it doesn't work like that. The people have to realize is that they get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. They go work 12 hours a day to uphold the tyranny that their oppressors are giving them. And they work hard for it and they break their backs for it. And you've got to understand is that you've got to work for yourself just as hard as you work for your slave master. You've got to eat as much sun as you eat nasty processed food, which is another reason why I've come outside today is because I need to get back into sun gazing myself and take my own advice. And I will. And that's important, man, is that everybody do something about it. You understand? It's like nobody cares enough to really say, look, man, let's make a real exodus. You know what? I've got this to offer. let me do this right now. You know what? I've got a boat. Let's see how many people can fit on my boat. And let's meet up north in June, since you want to leave in June. Like, I mean, where's everybody at? Like, are you waiting on me to come save you? Or are you preparing to leave because you know you're going to leave anyways? And if you're waiting on me, what if I'm a shill? What if I shill y'all? What if I told y'all about the woman because I'm against the woman? And I told y'all a bunch of stuff just so y'all could just sit there and wait until the fucking 5G goes off? What if I tell you a bunch of stuff about staring in the sun just so I can laugh and be like, I told them their remedies. They didn't do it anyways. The hell with them. See what I'm saying? I could be fucking y'all over. So what I really like to do is to see how many of you people are with me. How many of you people are willing to put your credit where your mouth is? Because I do this every time. Every time I go, I put it right where my mouth's at. And I give everything I can. I even go for broke over it to do the best I can to make it happen. Now, this has only happened one other time. But when it happens for real this time, and it's really time to go, where do you measure up? All right? Where do you measure up? Are you only worried about the stuff that I want to show you about this place? Or do you want to get out of this place so you can go to a place that's not hindering your sense of progression in your intelligence, in your studies, and everything else, in your technology? You're using smartphones in a technological society that's secret, that can probably teleport and shift things and shape shift and all kinds of shit. And we're playing with smartphones. You know what I mean? We're watching movies in a theater about this kind of technology, and they're using it for real. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that these people think that we're stupid, all right? And I can't say that I believe that you're stupid. But one thing that I will say is that if you're not stupid, don't be stupid. If you're a being of action, a man or a woman of action, take some action. If you believe in yourself like you believe in me, take some initiative. If you want to help out and you want to be a part of something and you want somebody smiling in your face and giving you a hug that might be on some high level stuff, telling you, hooray, such and such, they did this or that. And instead of it just being me that gets all that shine. You know, because all of this Federal Reserve notes and cash and credit, none of that stuff is what you're after. You're really after salvation. A Federal Reserve note is a lien on the flesh. You understand? It's just loaned out dollar for dollar plus interest, and the interest you will never pay back. It will only enslave your kids. Have your kids in sweatshops, and when they're done with them, they'll be consuming your kids' flesh and drinking their blood. You understand? Is that everything that glitters is not what you're looking for. You know, you're looking for a way out. Now, what is that worth? What are you doing right now? You're worried about your next check, right? Who gives a fuck about that? If you're going to sit here and perish with the rest of them, you might as well just sit around and eat a box of donuts and shit all over yourself and laugh and drink beer and be drunk and sit around doing nothing with your time. But if you're going to sit around, get freshed up, comb your hair, take a shower in poison, a shower that you probably shouldn't bathe in before gasoline, listen to Cage, listen to Cage Kennels, and where do you measure up? What are you doing with yourself? Are you seriously serious about this? Let's put our heads together. Let's really do some real serious shit. Because if I don't measure up, that just means that I'm only going to be saving people that are close to me. But what about you guys? I'll be saving myself. But where do you guys measure up in that? Are you going to just wait? Or are you going to prepare and plan, execute? That's what we need. We need some real soldiers, man. And that's what I need today, man. I need somebody to come up and be like, look, you're doing the best you can. You're trying to close on houses. You're trying to do all this stuff. You're doing this stuff for us. You're putting these videos out, showing their secrets, doing all this stuff so we can wake up. Man, you really give a fuck about us. Because what if you didn't give a fuck about us? What would that look like? Would you be showing us all this tough love and to the point of your own embarrassment? Would you waste your time, sit and talk to us about things that you know that we don't understand? Hell no, I wouldn't waste my time doing that. I'd be out on a boat last year. I wouldn't care about getting brochures to any of you assholes. I'd be like, you know what, fuck you. But then I would be just as bad as my oppressor. So I really need you guys to step up. If you're not going to be as able-bodied and as in conviction and as putting your credit where your mouth is as I am, you're not as good as your oppressor. You. Where do you measure up? And when you get awake, stay awake.